1997 CGI. Bloom, bloom. Hello, everyone. I'm Edward.
And I'm Friedel.
We are two geeks on a couch.
Separate couches. Although
Separate
same couch is coming.
Coming soon to a couch not near you, but near us. Tonight, we are going to watch Event Horizon. The space horror epic, Paul W.S. Anderson, 1997, starring Laurence Fishburne, Sam Neill. I saw this movie when it first came out, 24 or 5 years ago. It's been a while. And at the time, I lost some sleep over this movie. Let's just leave it at that for now. And I've never wanted to watch it again.
I didn't know that part. That's
but here we are.
Brand new information for me.
Here we are on making a horror channel. I feel like this is, one of the must-watches if we're going to dig into sci-fi horror.
Okay.
So here we are, and I'm curious to see how this movie lands with me this time around. It filled me with a lot of existential dread the first time. Let's see how it's aged. Let's see how it's...
I know 3 things about this film.
Yes, and you're totally blank slate. Like, you have no idea what...
I haven't even seen a trailer.
That's how I like it.
I know.
Although watching the trailers is fun, but I think sometimes it's better just to watch the movie. I think this is one of those scenarios. So Paul W.S. Anderson is known for, he did a lot of the Resident Evil series. He just did a movie called Monster Hunter based on the video game. Also with Mila Jovovich in it. What else has he done? He did the Three Musketeers movie that came out.
Which one?
Recently, that one.
The one with Mila Jovovich in it?
Yes. Basically, if Mila Jovovich was in it and it happened in the last 10 years, it's probably directed by this guy.
Of course!
That was a very whimsical take on the Three Musketeers.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it was steampunky, whimsical.
I think you tried to talk me into watching it once.
I probably did.
Yeah.
I like the Three Musketeers.
And then I was like, fuck all that. Let's do a horror movie channel.
Great idea.
Okay. Like, I don't think the choices were Three Musketeers or a horror movie channel. That seems extreme.
Fair. Anyway, I think this is that director's best movie. It was critically panned at the time, but it has gotten a lot of cult favor over the years. If you look at, like, even just now, I noticed that on Prime Video, where you can watch this movie for a little fee, the ratings are like 4.5 stars. It's found its audience over the years, and I think it's earned its place in sci-fi horror. Aww. Existential dread-inducing sci-fi horror.
I'm into it.
So you like sci-fi.
I love sci-fi. It is one of my to do before I'm dead, to read all the Hugo and Nebula award winners.
Okay, that's gotta be quite a bucket list.
Indeed.
I've been reading a lot of horror novels, but that's a different video. So are you excited about this?
I'm really excited.
Sci-fi horror endeavor on this channel.
It's our first sci-fi horror endeavor. The last and probably, okay, let's see. Let's think about this for a second. I love Aliens, or Alien, the first Alien movie. There is like a secret compartment in my heart that belongs to Ripley, like forever and ever and ever. I thought Alien was great. Sci-fi horror films. We've never watched a sci-fi horror film before.
We have not. Is it interesting for us to rewatch movies we've already watched? I know we've done some of that, but typically one of us hasn't seen the movie. So I'm curious, like, how do you feel about it? Should it be a movie that either at least one of us hasn't seen? Are you into us rewatching movies like Prometheus that we've both already seen? It's just been a while. Like, where are we at here? Let's do a little informal survey. Also, internet, please tell us what your favorite sci-fi horror movie is, or what you think we should watch next on our sci-fi horror list.
I think tonight I'm gonna base this movie on how many dental cleanings it is.
But does that mean, like, if it's 10 dental cleanings, does that mean it's really bad?
No, this is the problem, is that I'm tired of like rating things based on like badness or goodness. I think it's more about like a holistic perspective of intensity and complexity.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. If someone is genuinely going to give you shit about arbitrary ratings on the internet, then you can absolutely rate things however you want. And I fully support that.
Thanks.
All right, let's do it. This is groovin' space soundtrack right here.
This movie was so made in 1997.
This is hard 1990s happening right here.
Do you think spaceships in the future are just automatically going to look creepy?
I love every performance I've ever seen Laurence Fishburne do.
Don't worry about him. He just loves having complete strangers on his ship. I'm waiting.
So if the ship didn't blow up, then what happened?
The mission was going perfectly, like a textbook. They reached safe distance
Textbooks
using
rarely
conventional
go
thrusters.
perfectly.
All systems look good. The TDRS did receive this single transmission. Listen to this. Houston passed the same recording through several filters, managed to isolate what appears to be a human voice.
If I heard that sound, that recording, I would not want to go there. Those weren't great sounds.
Oh, no mention like, oh, there's a human voice in all this layers of screaming.
I feel like more data would be necessary before anyone went in there.
Secured the ship, that's the way it is. I need you to guide us from the comm station. This is where I need you. Help us do our job.
Laurence Fishburne's serious face is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like 10 and a half.
I feel like David Bowie would appreciate those boots.
This place is a tomb.
I don't understand why these movies don't abide by rule 0, which is don't split the party. If this is a D&D mission, you're already fucked.
At least there's a reason for it.
I'm on the bridge.
Still.
Got some blood here.
Looked like blood monks climbing up the walls. Oh, a CD?
In 1997, we thought CDs were the pinnacle of data storage, going decades into the future.
Huh. Whoa.
The set design in this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, why does it have to look like that?
It's so cool looking.
But why does it need spikes?
It's aggressive.
But why is it aggressive?
It's punk. It's a punk warp drive. I don't know what to tell you.
Justin?
Oh, shit! Hold on, baby bear.
Fucking baby bear.
He did call him Big Bear.
Now I have to assume that whatever happened to him could happen to all of us. Mr. Cooper says he saw something. I believe he saw something.
In my view, Mr. Cooper's delusional, if you don't mind my saying so. But maybe he saw...
Gaslighting. Check.
Doctor, my ship is in pieces and one of my crewmen may not make it home alive. No one else goes near this thing.
That's the right decision.
Yeah.
Weapon.
Oh, no. Nope. Dislike. Radically dislike. So much dislike. Oh.
Mommy.
No, she's not all right. She's experiencing visual and auditory hallucinations.
We've reached safe distance
This is John Kilpack, ship's captain.
and open the gateway to Proxima Centauri. Hail and farewell.
This shit is the terrifying to me. this like
Claustrophobic or computer circuit boards?
whoa. Well, the
Be with me. Forever.
oh no. And now it's on fire. Oh, wait. What? Why is there a resident alone? What is that?
I've seen bodies before. This was different.
This is real. I felt heat. This is not something that's in our heads. All right, Doctor.
You break all the laws of physics and you seriously think that would be a prize? You would have killed the last fucking group, and you would have killed us as well!
Oh, shit. Do you understand? It's just a big hunk of metal. There's nothing odd going on.
I wouldn't want Laurence Fishburne to yell at me.
It's so funny that you said that because I was like, Laurence Fishburne would make an excellent dominatrix.
Justin? Justin?
Nah.
Nope.
I think I'm deciding I would not make a great astronaut.
Yeah, I would. That would be claustrophobic as all hell.
Now, tell me.
What? What? Why do I actually feel like all of this is Sam Neill's fault?
Justin, open the door!
Did you hear it?
Keep him talking. Yes. Yes, I heard it. Do you know what it is?
It shows you things. Horrible things.
What does?
The dark inside me from the other place.
Come on, now open that door!
If you could see the things I've seen, you wouldn't try to stop me.
Come on, please. Captain!
Patch me through to him.
I don't want to die in here.
You're not gonna die.
Oh my god. It's starting.
Do it! No! I got him! I got him! Stand by, people!
Bullshit! You built this fucking ship. You've given me nothing but bullshit.
What do you want me to say?
You said the ship's drive creates a gateway. To what? Where's it been for the last 7 years?
No.
I don't know is not good enough, Doctor. You're supposed to be the fucking expert.
It's in your head. I think that says X in fairies. Save yourself from hell. Look. You don't believe in it?
What's happened? Okay. I'm like having some things come up for me. I have a lot of curiosity suddenly about whether or not the director and writer of this film feel like a consequence of science reaching beyond into the mystery, right? Or trying to break quote unquote laws of nature or bypass laws of nature is somehow against God. And therefore, the punishment of creating science or creating machinery that is able to sort of bend the laws of nature or bend the laws of the universe as we understand them is that there's going to be a spiritual repercussion that happens. And so I'm wondering if the director or the writer have a kind of either conscious or subconscious taboo linked to scientific discovery, scientific innovation, and kind of polarize science and
I hear where you're
you
going.
know what
I hear
I'm
where
trying
you're
to
going.
say.
I feel like they just had that conversation, right? Like, he was like, look, what this guy is actually saying is save yourself from hell.
Yes.
And Laurence Fishburne is like, you don't believe that, do you? And he was like, well, this guy does.
The guy who's sending the distress signal is also, if you, Edward, I have a direct request. If you ever need to send me a distress signal, please don't send it to me in Latin.
Fair. That's totally fair. I mean, but then you wouldn't have something to like puzzle over for a good portion of the second act of the movie.
Right, because there's not enough things that I'm trying to solve in this film besides Latin translations.
Right. Like if you knew it said save yourself from hell, would you have even gone? Based on that conversation, I think they're having that conversation. I don't think the movie is staking a claim on either. But what I got from that conversation was, from that guy's perspective, whatever it is that he's experiencing, he's describing as hell.
He's describing it as hell.
I don't think this is the movie that is like making grand claims one way or the other about science versus religion. Although I do think they probably are playing a little bit in the chocolate and peanut butter. You know, I remember reading the director wanted to make something as shocking as The Exorcist. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a little bit of that.
Oh my God. Is the ship possessed by Satan?
Could it be Satan?
I need an old priest and a young priest.
Is someone going to die of a heart attack because of... Sorry.
I don't know, but we will debate it on the internet forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Stark.
We're leaving.
What just happened?
We're leaving is an appropriate response to that video.
Yeah. Yep.
Once you get this,
Captain, don't do this.
Well,
it's done.
You can't leave. She won't let you. I am home.
oh no.
That seems bad.
Yes.
Out of there, lady. Seriously.
No. Don't. No. See, this is... nope.
I let my work come between us. God, let him know. Beg you. Please, please don't. Not again, please. I've been so...
It's all right. You'll never be alone again. You're with me now. To show you.
Damn, I'm good. Why is this shit gonna happen to me? All right, think. All right, I gotta get back to the ship, all right? I gotta blow my air tank. I'll blow my air tank. Oh, this better work. This shit better work. All right, here I go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Come on, yes! Here I come, motherfuckers!
I'll take care of him.
Okay, Dr. Weir.
feel like there's no way he did that fast.
Oh my God. What happened to your eyes?
Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see. I created the event horizon to reach the stars, but she's gone much, much farther than that. A dimension of pure chaos.
Oh, of course.
Pure evil. Look at her, Miller. Isn't she beautiful?
What do you think you're doing, Doctor?
You wanted to know where the ship has been, so now you'll find out.
You miss me, you blow out the hull.
What makes you think I'll miss?
Who the fuck?
I feel lacerated by those noises.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Give me your hand! I'm not leaving you!
I thought for sure someone was getting cut in half.
Oh, don't hit me!
Emergency beacon activated.
Blood.
No. Whoa.
Space overload.
We have to get out of here now.
Noah! You left me behind.
The ship brought me back.
What?
I told you she won't let me leave. She won't let anyone leave.
He's got his eyes back now?
Space and time. And now it is time to go back.
I know. To hell.
Hell is only a word. The reality is much, much worse. Yeah, let me show you.
You take me, you leave them alone.
No. There is no escape.
See? Do you see?
Do you see?
I see.
This is Rescue 1. We have contact. Approaching the wreckage of the event horizon.
I'm opening the first tank now. You're safe now.
Justin, Cooper.
They're fine. They're fine. They're with us.
You're with us.
Stop.
Stay calm. It's all
Stop.
right.
Calm down,
It's
speak.
all right. Breathe deeply.
Stop.
Breathe deeply.
It's the rescue
I need a
team.
sedative here now.
No effect on me whatsoever this time around. I mean, it's gory, but like even that just was sort of not as shocking as I remember it being when I first saw it. I have zero existential dread. I think what hit me initially the first time I watched it was the concept of there's some existential dread just thinking about space in general. And that thinking like, you know, just the vastness of nothing, but then what's at the edge of that nothing, or what's, you know, what's deep into that nothing is like horrors that we could never possibly imagine is terrifying as a concept. And I think that really just played on my brain in my late teens, early 20s.
Sure.
I was 20 when I saw it. Yeah, I think that's what stuck with me was that concept, you know, not being quite sure what I had seen in all of those flashes and sort of mulling that over and everything. But, you know, this time around, no, it was like a fun space romp at the space overlook.
I couldn't find the rug that like, you know,
Laurence Fishburne
together.
is the rug that ties this room together.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
He makes this whole movie.
Sure. Yes. It doesn't quite hit my cohesive buttons, and that's okay. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be enjoyable. I'm just like, okay, you opened a portal, you reached hell. Congrats. The ship came back sentient / possessed. All right.
I don't know. I kind of wish we got more of a glimpse of this chaotic evil hell realm. Like they could have really paid that off in a major way, and they didn't. That's a little disappointing. But given the scope of the movie, right? Like I think they probably blew a lot of their budget on the CG floating coolant and the practical effects. And the practical effects and the sets all looked amazing.
Yeah, the sets were incredible. I still don't understand why your 3 rings of gravity have to have spikes on them, or why the rest of the room had to look like a weird dungeon, but okay. I mean,
it was like a BDSM Cerebro.
Yes, it was. And why does it need to look like that? Is it astrophysics, or is it a BDSM dungeon?
This stuff isn't for torture, it's a BDSM dungeon.
I was thinking about that the whole movie, right? Because the whole movie, the ship looks menacing. The ship they arrive in looks like a typical sci-fi spaceship, fairly like pedestrian as those designs go, right? But this is so specifically designed to look menacing, and like it's all black, dark, angular, and spiky, and it's cool as fuck. It's not very practical. I don't think anyone would design a ship that look like that and then go be in it for years and years at a time.
Strangely enough, that ship also looks like a cross.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. And strangely enough, often cathedrals are built that way, and churches.
Oh, yeah, maybe that was I mean, that has to be on purpose, right? It's built like a Gothic space cathedral. But as the movie went on, I was like leaning into the idea of it being the sort of space overlook, and then they had the like blood pour out and all over everything for no reason, and I was like, space overlook.
Yeah. I think you hit a bingo on that. It was an enjoyable film that didn't quite gel. I'm confused by
CG coolant gel just didn't quite come together.
No. At least there weren't any mention of witches who were aligned with Satan.
When you were like, check on the gaslighting, I was like, I think that's the only one we're gonna hit. Because we're in like space. There aren't like space witches. Although they could have easily had some sort of throwaway one-liner like, what is this, some kind of space witchcraft? And then that would have just checked that box.
Yeah.
What would you rate this film? Your favorite question.
9 marshmallows and 3 teeth cleanings.
9 marshmallows and 3 teeth cleanings.
Now spit!
Laurence Fishburne's amazing. Sam Neill did a great job. The cast and crew did a great job with what they had to work with.
Yeah, I don't know. The performances are great. The practical effects are great. The sets are really great. I like them a lot, even if they're a little on the nose, like scary ship. but I like it for what it is. It's enjoyable and fun. Again, I'm not coming back to this anytime soon. I'm actually going to say 7.2. I didn't find it particularly scary this time around either, so knocking off a couple points for that. And we watched a lot of classic horror films that are still scary. Well, I'm a little disappointed in scares, honestly.
I'm both disappointed and relieved.
If you like what we're doing, you find some enjoyment in it. We're bringing you some happiness with our overreactions to horror movies. Please consider liking and subscribing. That helps out our channel a lot. And if you really want to dig deep with us, head on over to our Patreon page where you can sign up multiple tiers, whatever you're sort of feeling at the time, no pressure. But it'll give you access to the much longer, fuller versions of the reaction videos where we go down side quests and rabbit holes and talk about this thing and that thing. And if you want to go deep, check that out. And we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.